You could see some sort of writing on it, but couldn't make it out.
Hey guys, for over 2 centuries the enigma of Oak Island has intrigued adventurers and historians alike. Tales of buried treasure, hidden vaults, and ancient visitors have lured countless seekers to its shores, yet its secrets remain elusive. On a modern morning, the relentless search took an electrifying turn when an unexpected underground collapse sent a thunderous echo through the ground. Was it the sound of centuries-old mysteries giving way, or just another twist in this tantalizing saga? Season 12 of The Curse of Oak Island promises to be a defining chapter, with discoveries piling up, a focus on scientific breakthroughs, and the tantalizing possibility of Viking and Templar connections. Could this finally be the year that the island yields its treasures? The legend of Oak Island dates back 229 years, captivating explorers with tales of a hidden hoard buried deep beneath its surface. Over the years, many have tried and failed to unlock its secrets, but the G brothers Rick and Marty have approached the mystery with a mix of determination, cutting-edge technology, and historical sleuthing that sets them apart. Their latest efforts center on a region of the island known as the Money Pit, long suspected to be the repository of the elusive treasure. Within the Money Pit lies a particularly promising area nicknamed the Golden Egg. Here, water samples have revealed tantalizing traces of metals like copper, lead, and even gold, signs that treasure hunters are closing in on something. Significant, this is the year Marty Legina declared in a recent team strategy session at the research center. His words carried a sense of urgency and optimism as the team zeroed in on their next drilling location, Borehole 13, directly within the Golden Egg. Drilling began with an air of anticipation, each foot down a step closer to unraveling the island's secrets. Around the 99-foot mark, the drill hit resistance, followed by soft ground, an indication of possible man-made activity. We're in fertile territory, geologist Terry Matt remarked, noting the subtle signs that suggested they were nearing something extraordinary. Things took an unexpected turn when Ian Spooner, the team scientist, heard what he described as thunder emanating from below the surface. The rhythmic booms, unlike anything he'd encountered before, pointed to a possible underground collapse. For Dr. Spooner, the implications were profound. A collapse means there's a void, he explained, a chamber or tunnel buried beneath the ground. Could this void be the legendary vault where treasure has been hidden for centuries? The prospect energized the team. Rick Legina, ever the optimist, stated this could be it. Something is happening down there. The team quickly collected water samples from the borehole, noting a darker coloration that suggested the presence of organic material, possibly ancient. Would this, they theorized, could be remnants of a buried structure or shaft that had been disturbed during the collapse? Dr. Spooner emphasized the significance of the find. This event might mean we're near an open chamber with evidence mounting. The team prepared for their next steps, hoping the subsequent borehole might provide definitive answers. While the potential collapse was thrilling on its own, it wasn't the only discovery fueling speculation. Recent finds, including a Roman coin and artifacts with possible Viking origins, suggest a narrative that stretches far beyond the island's well-known treasure legend. These artifacts align with historical evidence of Viking exploration in North America. Lau Meadows, the only confirmed Viking settlement on the continent, sits in Newfoundland, a mere 600 m from Oak Island. Established over 1,000 years ago, this site demonstrates that Norse explorers reached Canadian shores long before Columbus could. Descendants of these Vikings have ventured further south, leaving their mark on Oak Island. It's a question that intrigues both the team and historians. A Viking connection? Doug Crowell, a researcher with a keen interest in Oak Island's history, and Emiliano Gallagher, an expert in ancient civilizations, believe there's merit to the Viking theory. They speculate that Norse descendants skilled in navigation and construction might have used Oak Island as a repository for their treasures. Rick Legina finds the theory compelling. If something happened in the 1200s here, it almost has to involve the Viking king's descendants. He mused, the idea gains even more weight when considering the possibility of a connection to the enigmatic Knights Templar. The Knights Templar, a medieval Christian military order, are frequently mentioned in Oak Island lore. Known for their wealth and secretive practices, the Templars are rumored to have hidden treasures across the globe. Following their persecution in the 14th century, some believe Oak Island could have been one such hiding place. Could the Vikings and the Templars have crossed paths, and could their combined histories hold the key to Oak Island's secrets? While definitive evidence remains elusive, the Legina brothers and their team remain open to exploring these theories. As season 12 unfolds, the focus remains on the Golden Egg and its secrets. With evidence of underground chambers, metal deposits, and ancient artifacts, the team is closer than ever to uncovering the truth. The stakes have never been higher. Each new borehole brings the promise of a breakthrough, or the frustration of yet another dead end. The discovery of darker water combined with the sound of a collapse has renewed hope that the treasure is within reach, yet the mystery remains as layered and intricate as the island itself. Will the Golden Egg finally crack open to reveal its secrets, Or will Oak Island throw another curveball, preserving its enigma for future generations? In their quest for answers, the team continues to uncover artifacts that expand the island's narrative. The discovery of a Roman coin, for instance, hints at the possibility of ancient trade routes or visitors from distant lands. Artifacts with Viking connections deep in the intrigue, linking Oak Island to one of history's most adventurous civilizations. The team's research into Viking settlements, including Lance A.U. Meadows, underscores the plausibility of these theories. Could Oak Island have been a waypoint or secret repository for Viking explorers, or is it the site of a treasure hidden by the Templars, their secrecy extending through the ages as Marty, Rick, and their team gear up for the next phase of exploration? The anticipation is palpable. They know they're on the brink of something significant, whether it's the treasure itself or a deeper understanding of Oak Island's story. Past the sound of the collapse, the presence of metals in water samples, and the tantalizing Viking and Templar connections all point to a season that could redefine what we know about Oak Island. What lies ahead? Fans of The Curse of Oak Island are no strangers to suspense, and Season 12 is shaping up to be a thrilling ride. Will the team finally uncover the fabled treasure, or will the island's mysteries continue to elude them? The answers lie deep beneath the surface, waiting to be unearthed. With each new discovery, the team edges closer to solving one of history's greatest mysteries. What do you think? Could this be the year Oak Island reveals its secrets? Are the Viking and Templar theories credible, or do they stretch the imagination too far? Join the conversation and share your thoughts. And don't forget to stay tuned for the next episode of The Curse of Oak Island, where the team drills deeper into the golden egg, uncovering even more startling evidence of ancient activity. Whether it's treasure or more questions, one thing is certain: the hunt continues, and the story of Oak Island is far from music over. Do you know the most terrifying theories about the treasure on Oak Island? The Aztec mining theory. One of the wildest conjectures suggests that the Aztec Empire used Oak Island as a mining site and later as a hiding place for treasure. Proponents claim that around 800 AD the Aztecs stumbled upon the island and discovered valuable blue clay, which they prized as a resource. This theory proposes that the Aztec constructed an elaborate mining shaft complete with a ventilation system, and later transformed it into a trap to protect their treasures. However, the idea stretches credulity, as there is no evidence linking the Aztecization to such advanced maritime exploration, nor is there archaeological proof of their presence on Oak Island. Despite its lack of grounding, the theory continues to captivate believers who point to supposed ancient mining techniques and peculiar features of the Money Pit as supporting evidence. Freemasonry and the Royal Arch of Enoch. Another intricate and contentious theory involves the Freemasons and their esoteric legends. This perspective asserts that Oak Island's Money Pit is a symbolic replica of King Solomon's temple, designed to conceal the Ark of the Covenant, drawing from Masonic lore. The theory suggests that early settlers, guided by the secrets of the Royal Arch of Enoch, buried treasures with deliberate traps and chambers mimicking ancient temples. While Freemasonry's influence on history and architecture is well documented, connecting it to Oak Island involves leaps of imagination. Critics argue that the theory relies heavily on symbolic interpretation and anecdotal evidence with little physical corroboration. The Knights Templar in Xena Halper's map. The Knights Templar, a medieval order shrouded in secrecy, featured prominently in Oak Island lore. Xena Halper, a Templar researcher, presented a map dated to 1347, claiming it depicted Oak Island and linked the Templars to treasure hidden there. Her research incorporated coded messages and references to biblical figures like Job as well as African gold. The theory posits that the Templars sailed to Oak Island after their suppression in Europe, using the site as a safe haven for their riches, while Halper's documentation is intriguing. Skeptics question the authenticity of the map and the plausibility of such a voyage during the 14th century. The American Revolution connection. One theory veers into historical revisionism, suggesting that treasure from Oak Island was used to finance the American Revolution. This hypothesis connects the island to prominent figures like Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson, claiming they were privy to its secrets through ties with the Duke d'Enville. While this idea ties neatly into the revolutionary spirit, it lacks substantiating evidence, raising in questions about its feasibility. Archaeoastronomy and star maps. The most cosmic of Oak Island theories involves archaeoastronomy, the alignment of stars with earthly landmarks. Researchers have proposed that the island's features align with constellations, particularly the Pleiades, guiding treasure hunters to specific locations by overlaying star charts on the island. Theorists have identified boulders and stone formations as intentional markers. While this perspective introduces innovative methods of investigation, its reliance on celestial patterns often leads to speculative conclusions, leaving much to the imagination. The allure of Oak Island lies as much in its unsolved mystery as in the elaborate theories it inspires. From Aztec miners to Masonic architects, Templar explorers, and revolutionary financiers, the stories reflect humanity's enduring fascination with treasure and secrecy. While these theories are often Criticized for their lack of evidence, they keep the Oak Island legend alive, fueling exploration and debate. In the end, the most terrible theories might not be so terrible. They represent the endless creativity and hope that make this enigmatic island a symbol of adventure and curiosity.